You're structuring your LLC completely wrong. That's why you cannot get any funding or you're getting very low limits. This is going to be the difference between a 5K limit and a 50K limit on a card. So today I'm going to show you exactly step by step how you're going to be able to structure your LLC correctly. Let's go. Step one, this is going to be our company name. So when we're picking our company name, we want to pick something very generic, something that does not necessarily tie to any type of industry. So what we want to do is we also want to check if our name is going to be in a high risk industry as well. Something like rental, construction, real estate, credit repair, restaurants, anything of that sorts is going to be in the risky kind of industry. Also recommend checking if the name is already existing in your state of business. So you could go ahead and go on your Secretary of State and you can also check if your company name is being used by someone else. It's very important because this could delay your LLC creation by maybe 2 to 3 weeks if you do not have a correct name. If you already have a business and you already have a name kind of in a risky industry, what you can always do is do a doing business as, other known as a DBA. And this is going to be your secondary name in your business. So you could change it up to make it something in the less risky kind of name. And I'll always recommend everybody to use something very vague in the lines of group, consulting, services, or marketing. You can always have your first name, last name, or initials, and you can add these types of names to the end of it. For example, you could say Chess Consulting LLC, Lee Consulting, Lee Group, or you could say CL Services LLC. So some examples there you could just take a note of. All right, step two. This is going to be NICS codes. So the NICS code stands for the North American Industry Classification System. And these guys, they have their own 6-digit coding system just to classify businesses. And what's the purpose of this? Is for them to collect, analyze, and share their statistical data about the US economy. These basically help group your business based on your main activity. So this will help you kind of put yourself in the kind of non-risky industry. You could use codes such as these 541611 for consulting, 541613 for marketing, 541000 for technology, 454110 for e-commerce, or 541990 for services. If you have any other kind of NICS codes, you could just search them up depending on what kind of services you use, such as group, consulting, services, marketing. All of these would be in the safe NICS code where the banks are going to be accepting you. So use these codes when you're presenting your business to the banks. Step three, this is going to be our business location. I recommend not using a PO box because they could be flagged as risky. So what we can do is you could use your physical address. Your home address is completely fine, but commercial addresses are always the best looking ones for banks. However, if you are working remotely, you could choose to use your residential address or a virtual address as long as when you do a Google search of the address, it does not look like a UPS, a mailbox, but like it's an actual office. Step four, this is going to be phone number. So you don't have to sign up for expensive phone services if your business does not need it. However, getting a dedicated phone number just for your company is a must if you do want to appear credible to the lenders and banks, but also to your customers as well, of course. So you just have to remember to get a business phone number listed on your local directory as well. This means getting it listed on the 411. To get this, you just have two options. Either buy a separate phone just for this, where you have a physical number just for that, or you could go on these websites, Freedom Voice, Vonage, or Ring Central. You could also use a Google Voice for your secondary phone number as well. Just remember to list it on 401 so you seem credible to the bank. Step 5. This is going to be our business email. So we want to use this company email specifically for business use. If you're just starting, regular Gmail does work, but eventually you do want to switch over to a domain email. So I recommend you using it from your domain, or you could use the Google Workplace. So you could just purchase it from there. What I recommend is you could put your first name, last name, or you could put your company name at your domain.com. So your company So your name at company.com. So that'll be the most solid thing to do. Step 6. This is going to be your online presence. So you could just build a basic landing page with some information of your business and operation. What you could do is you could have it on WordPress, GoDaddy, or Squarespace. These are going to be very easy for you to create a website, so you could just try that out. If you do not know how to do that, I recommend just going on Fiverr and just hiring someone for under $100, and they should be able to set that up for you. So make sure you list it online so when your business is searched up by the banks or any type of person, your customers, services, you're up on the online directory as well. So make sure you update all of this, even on your 411 as well. Step 7. This is going to be your DUNS number. You could go on this website right here, dun.com/DUNS number, HTML. And what you could do is you will fill out a requested information such as your business name, address, your phone number, everything that we just mentioned before this in the previous steps. You also provide the year your business started, the number of employees, and the nature of your business. This is going to be the most important. It typically maybe takes about 10 business days for you to receive your DUNS number, and you will receive a phone call from their customer service line just to verify your identity. So the DUNS number, this stands for the Data Universal Numbering System. And just remember, the DUNS number is linked to your business credit profile. It's not going to be linked to your personal profile. And almost every single lender, supplier, and sometimes potential business partners will use this to determine your company's worthiness, see if it's trustworthy. And even if some vendors or businesses, they don't ask for your DUNS number, about 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to search this up. So make sure you have this filed. If you already have a DUNS number and you're trying to make some changes, such as to your business nature, you could just call this number right here, 800-234-3867, and you should be able to change or update any of your information and review any of your trade lines that you have reported. All right, step 8, everything is set up. So now we're going to go ahead and apply for our LLC and our free EIN. So you could go on busy.com just to get your LLC, and you could go on irs.gov to get your free EIN. And remember to have your operating agreement as well. We're going to bring all these to the banks just to get your business checking account open. If you do not know how to do any of this, I have a video linked over here just for you guys. It's going to teach you exactly how you can get your free LLC and your EIN. You're just going to have to pay for your state fees. So with the LLC, you're going to be able to separate yourself from your entity. And from this, you're going to be able to protect your personal assets. And once your business becomes more established, you'll be able to gain the ability to apply for unsecured credit lines and also write off your expenses. So you're going to need this just to be able to get some business funding as well. So this is very important. So the EIN is going to be a unique classification code, just like your social security, but for the business entity. This makes it easy for banks and lenders to identify your business. So this is very important to have as well. And our last step is to gather everything we just did, all the previous steps, and we're going to go ahead, go into a bank and open up a business bank account. So what we're going to need for this is going to be the EIN, operating agreement, the NAICS code, and your articles of organization. Also bring your driver's license or an ID, and bring at least $100 just for you to be able to open up these bank accounts. So once you complete all the steps that we just did, you'll be able to go ahead, go inside the bank, and get this done. And a little gem for you guys, make sure that when you do open up your LLC and your EIN, you have to wait about 1 week before all these kinds of information is populated to the bank. So you're going to have to wait 1 week before you go into the bank and open up that bank account. And another gem for you guys, I recommend opening up a business bank account with Chase, Bank of America, or US Bank. So if you want me to do this completely with you, step by step, including the business funding process, where we walk you through step by step how to secure up to $250K in 0% interest business funding, just like my client right here, Leo, he went from 0 to 100K in funding in just 6 weeks. He runs a event planning business, and we're able to help him secure 100K in business funding in just 6 weeks. And also like Jackson, we were able to secure him 100K in funding in just 9 weeks, where he runs a Forex trading business. And he only had a 3K limit starting out with us. And we have Ben. He runs a consulting company. He went from 0 to 100K in funding in just 3 weeks. And this is all 0% interest business funding. So if you want the same results as Jackson, Ben, or Leo, click the link in the description, fill out the form, and we'll go over exactly how we can fund your business. And if you found this video valuable, give me a subscribe and a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.